the great threat to the republic, according to the Democrats, is going to be Christian nationalism. And everybody over there is going to be tagged as a Christian nationalist. Greetings once more. Welcome to Clown World. So as this election, this presidential election, is taking shape, it looks as though the Democrats have pivoted. You remember that Joe Biden did that neo-fascist speech a year or so ago, where it looked like some Nazi propagandist had put together the set, and he was going to be Dark Brandon. He was going to be the forceful Mussolini type. He was going to lay down the law for us. That didn't appear to fly. Everybody went blick, ick, poo, right? So that, and the word has appeared to go out that they have decided to pivot from that Dark Brandon approach to trying to use anybody who's supporting the opposition, i.e. Trump, is a Christian nationalist. So the great threat to the republic, according to the Democrats, is going to be Christian nationalism. And everybody over there is going to be tagged as a Christian nationalist. There are Christian nationalists who are willing to say 3 cheers for Christian nationalism. Then there are people who are willing to say, well, I wouldn't have picked that name myself, but I'm willing to work with it because it's better than being called a white supremacist. It's better than being called a Christo-fascist. It's better than the alternative. And I think I can explain in a couple of minutes what I mean by Christian nationalism. So the first one is yay, Christian nationalism. The second is a yes, but Christian nationalist. And then the huge cohort over on the conservative side would be, I'm not a Christian nationalist, but I'm going to have to defend Christian nationalism anyway. That's the dilemma that you're in. So, and this was seen in a recent MSNBC Talking Heads set where anybody who believes that our rights come from God is labeled as a Christian nationalist. And the Democratic Party is going to label anybody who's going to vote for Trump for any reason, for whatever reason, as a Christian nationalist. If you're in that camp at all, you're going to have to get a few basic arguments down. And I want to start by providing you with one of them. If there is no authority, if there is no transcendent authority above the state, then the state is God. If there is no God above the state is God. If there is no absolute above the state, then the state is absolute. And if you say, oh, no, I just want to be a secularist, I don't want the state to make any pronouncements one way or another about whether there is an absolute above the state. Well, then that's essentially official civic agnosticism. And that what you're doing there is say, I'm not saying the state is absolute. I'm just saying that the state is functionally absolute. That's what you have to say. If you're a secularist, the state has to be functionally absolute. If you are not a secularist, then you're going to be tagged as a Christian nationalist. If you think that rights come from God, if you think that God is ruling over all and that the Supreme Court and the Congress and the president can't dictate anything to him, if you believe that God is truly transcendent and that he gives people dignity, imprints his image on them, he bequeaths rights to them, if you believe that, then you are a threat to the statist absolutists. And that's what it all boils down to. That's a simple argument. If there is no authority, transcendent authority above the state, then the state becomes that transcendent authority in effect.